4th annual motoring extravaganza saw droves of people flock to Kyalami Grand Prix circuit to see and experience the latest and greatest our local motoring industry has to offer. This year served up octane aplenty, and with the jam-packed agenda ahead of us, we headed to our first stop of the day, Chinese manufacturer Haval.
Like many South Africans, in 2017 we probably had no idea what Haval was. It was even a car brand. I got to drive the H2 when I did an interview with the MD, which is Charles Zhao at the time. It's just been facelifted. Dennis, this brand has done incredible things in just a few years. I think probably the fastest growing brand in South Africa.
Yeah, I would say that they're definitely the best Chinese brand that I've experienced, and the South African consumer has realized that as well. You're not buying cheap and nasty because there's value and there's value for money, and this is, you're still getting very good quality, good mechanical refinement.
It's a highly spec vehicle at a very, very good price. You can get the quality with the affordability as well. The grille has been revised, so it's a more bold, more striking look on the vehicle. The fenders are much wider now as well, so it's got a more aggressive stance on the road itself. And if you follow through to the back of the vehicle, you will see that we have toned down the lights a bit and we've rounded it off a bit more, which looks nicer.
Well, I like the look of the H2. I think that's why it's been one of their biggest sellers since they did come to market. The facelifts, as we come to expect, are subtle, but expect to see a lot more Havals on the road, probably the H2 as well.
Now, while the refreshed H2 will only reach local dealers in the first part of 2020, it was VW who used the Festival of Motoring platform to showcase a trio of eminent models.
Do you want to see how excited VW is about the T-Cross? Finally, it's here, the T-Cross. Plenty of hype for this car arriving in South Africa, not just for VW, but I think for the consumers as well. I really like the look. Quite clearly, it is on the Polo platform. We've been told that T-Roc is coming next year, which will be on the Golf platform. I love the styling and the look of it. It's quite clearly VW's DNA and family face on the front end. This car is all about connectivity. It's very state-of-the-art from an inside perspective. They've really gone uptown. The only question I have with this is, what is it going to do to Polo sales?
We need to protect our locally produced Polo, that's for sure. But from a customer perspective, I think that the cars are pretty well differentiated. The matter of fact is that this is going to happen anyway. So the customers are moving right now more from sedan to SUVs, but also from hatch to SUV. So if we don't do it, somebody else will do it. So that's why we kind of need SUV cars in our range.
We've been told pre-orders without the cars actually being driven, 1,000 people have put deposits down already. So clear to see that there's massive excitement and popularity with SA consumers around the T-Cross. I like it, it looks good. So the Amarok really has been in the news lately. They've just come off the back of their very successful Spirit of Amarok event just outside Bloemfontein, where for the first time ever they ran with that amazing V6 engine. If you are a lover of the brand, good news. They've brought out a limited edition Amarok Canyon. Top spec only, so it only comes in one derivative. Really cool LED daytime running lights. The big talking point, obviously, some very cool wheels. They come out at 19-inch options as well, and obviously the interior's got a unique Canyon feel and look to it. But I think critically they've kept that price under 800,000 rand, 799. But we're not just talking about 4x4s. We also know how good this brand does petrol head Nirvana, and this is probably the ultimate. South Africans are GTR crazy. If you buy a Golf in South Africa, you don't buy a Golf, you buy a Golf GTI. Now there's the TCR version, so just under 230 kilowatts, plenty of Newton meters. The good news is 300 units have been secured for South Africa. what makes me even more excited, 3 have been allocated to media, so we're going to be driving this soon. Did you hear that? Yeah, they've confirmed it. Can't wait.
Well, after a long and eventful day, our final stop was at Audi, who truly stole the show this year. They had no less than 4 new models to wow the crowds. It's been a really exciting 2019 for Audi. Full product offensive. Excuse my voice, it's been a heavy day's work. A lot of hype around the new Audi A1, as well as their Q3. These are cars that we will be bringing you full reviews on Ignition GT. But this is a car that I really like. When this car first came out, it was my favorite Audi at the time because it kind of broke the mold from a styling perspective. It offered something different and fresh. I love the rear end of this car. They've obviously integrated their slimline LED lights, gives it a real unique architecture from a light perspective. They weren't sure they're going to bring it out. They brought it out as a sportback, as the 55 TFSI. That means it's got a 3-liter engine, 250 kilowatts. I love how lean, sleek and mean this car looks. I know there will be an RS7. That will be really exciting to drive. But they've also unveiled the future of mobility. This is really cool. Electrification is here. The Audi e-tron has been confirmed. Will be coming to South Africa end of next year. Come and have a look. Super cool. 2.5 ton, massive SUV. Got its unique Audi styling. What I really like about it, again, whether you're petrol-led or not, you can't deny electrification is here. 0 to 100 in this big car, under 6 seconds, 5.7. And it's got some really cool technology. This is the future, and it's here in South Africa 2020.